Hi, everybody. I am Angela DeMarco, co-founder, creator, chief everything officer of FindUniquelyYou.com. And today I am here with Dana Sardano, also co-founder slash co-creator slash chief everything of FindUniquelyYou.com. And we're here to talk about Dana and her books and her workshops and her just creation of our entire platform. And so, hi, Dana. Welcome. Lovely to see you.
Long time no speak.
I know. So normally Dana would be doing these interviews with our U-Instructors, but today, because it's Dana, I get the opportunity to share with you guys how amazing and wonderful I think she is. So Dana, when I came up with the idea for Uniquely You, you were kind of like on board, but you were a supporter, you were a friend, you were hanging out in the background, you were like, I'm here as a friend, I'll never be involved. And then you got COVID, and then you wrote a book. You got COVID, and you wrote a book.
Yes.
And then, as you wrote this book, and you had it published with a publisher in the UK, while I was developing Uniquely You, you started to come on as you bringing your education background and creating our Ready, Set, Teach program to help our U-Instructors kind of like get their syllabus together. And all of a sudden, your book merged with a workshop, like you created a workshop based on your book. So tell me a little bit about that process, because what happened for you there?
Well, the writing of the book, I mean, anybody who's ever heard me speak ever, I talk about the ridiculousness of all of a sudden I get COVID and the book plops into my brain. But just to give everybody a little bit of a background, I'm owner of Ubuntu Fish Gallery. That's where I'm sitting right now. And in the gallery, I do intuitive guidance. And as a part of intuitive guidance, I am always sharing these how-tos and action plans and pearls of wisdom. So when I got COVID, with clarity and precision, all of that fell into my brain and I wrote the book. But what's cool about the book is it was not even intentional, but the tenets of Uniquely is very much in alignment with the book that I wrote. So Angela and I always thought it was really cool. And we're like, oh my God, yeah, 10 Recommandments for Personal Empowerment is the tenets for Uniquely. And we're going to sell it on there. I'm going to do audiobooks and all these things. But then I realized that I could connect better with my audience if I created a workshop for findinguniquelyyou.com. That I could actually interact. I could watch people as they progressed in their personal growth and be a part of it face to face in these online workshops. So I created an 8-hour over 4 weeks workshop where I go through the book in its proper order to help people reconnect with themselves. So it was a really cool marriage.
So one thing I always love, and just to give everybody a sense of things, Dana's got 10 recommandments. They're recommended, but I shall not claim victimhood. And then she goes into rather I shall and what it means. And she uses her personal stories and experiences and then weaves that into some guidance on how you can do it. One thing that I always loved, so you wrote a book, and I'm like, oh my God, you wrote a book. Like, it's a book. It's actually a book we can pick up. You always say to everybody that I hear, that anybody that says, oh, I bought the book, you go, oh, please give me the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Please give me the play-by-play, because otherwise people read the book, they bought it, but then it lacks, right? It lacks like that connection for you to see people experience your brilliance.
Yeah, well, it's more than that. I got to tell you, it's more than like seeing my brilliance, which is nice.
Well, that's what I think, anyway.
I appreciate that. But for me, if once you buy that book, you now have a piece of me. Whether you realize it or not, we now have an intimate relationship because you have seen behind the curtain of who I am. You've really looked into my soul in a lot of ways. And now I'm connected to you. Now I want to know how you're doing. I want to see your progress. I want to interact. It's exciting for me. And you see a lot of, not that I'm comparing myself to Stephen King by any means, but you look at somebody like, you know, right? You know, like my counterpart, Stephen King, like Kurt Vonnegut, you know what I mean? But anyway, so he doesn't really have the gift to be able to connect with his audience other than like super large platform, stadium like. On Uniquely You, I have the ability to have a class, 20, 30, maybe 40 people, and interact in a more, not private, but a smaller setting where we can do this work together. And it's really super exciting.
Yeah, and so you've got 10 Recommandments, and it's in the School of Empowerment.
Yes.
You've got Decoding the Woo Woo, Beyond the 10, Decoding the Woo Woo, which
Yes.
is another brilliant book, but it's like taking words like alignment and energy, and you basically just, from your experiences, kind of like put it into practice and
Yes.
show how it affects everybody. And then you've got this beautiful book, Veda Finds Her Crown. And these are all workshops that you've created around all of these. It's like you write a book, you create a workshop. And this book is especially amazing because it's something you could do on your own. And you've got, the beautiful story with your adorable illustrations. And then she's got a whole workbook in the back that asks really, really great questions. But you can now, instead of doing it by yourself as a person, you could do it in a workshop with Dana, who wrote it, and really interact, and then also work with other people that are going through it at the same time and learn from each other. So how easy is it for you to teach other people how to do this?
Well, very. I don't like depends who you're asking. Before I answer that question, can I just touch on Veda really quickly?
Yeah.
Because here's why Veda is so special. Because when I initially wrote Veda, it's got a cute little story, and then, like Angela said, it's connected to the workbook. But when I first wrote Veda, it was more so like I was thinking for like kids, like pre-adolescent to adolescent, to help them with their development, because it's really about recognizing our own personal imbalances and balancing them. But what I realized was, because I've done workshops for adults, my initial intent when I did the Veda workshop for adults was to help them learn how to help the children align themselves. But one of the workshops that I did it was just for the adults, and they loved it. So when I'm realizing, I think of it like a Disney movie. You bring the kids because you're like, oh, it's a Disney movie. But meanwhile, the kids are enjoying the cartoons and the adults are laughing at all the jokes and enjoying all the, 80s retro music. So it's that same sort of thing. Like, this workshop can be and I have it for adolescents, I have it for adults, and I have it also for adults who are working with children. So I can merge the two, for the adults and adults working with children, but even the one that's the adults working for children, it really is for the adults. And so it's so versatile. And I love woo woo, because woo woo helps you understand what happens after you do the empowerment. But something about Veda is really special and really powerful. And it's sort of like the dark horse. I'm always,
Yeah.
But Veda is awesome.
Veda is awesome because it's so simple. Like, you've broken it down so simply, and it's so step by step, and it just makes so much sense. And you connect it with Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yep.
So that's essentially, so if anybody gets scared by the word chakra, I mean, that's just like another term for like being able to categorize different parts of your life and being able to look into it, right? So it's more
Well,
practical.
What people don't realize is it's all the same. I'm going to put this label on this, and we're going to put this label on that, and we're going to call this, and this is science, or this is spirituality. It's all the same. We just call it something different, or it comes from a different perspective. So whether you're talking about your energy centers or your developmental stages, at the end of the day, we just want to feel well, happy, and whole. And Veda assists you in doing that, which is, like I said, I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I encourage, these are just the 3 books Dana has right now, but we've got another one in the hopper because we also run Phenom Publishing, and Dana's got this beautiful art book. You can see her art all over these 2 videos. I know, it's amazing. So who knows what's going to come out of that? But I'm sure that there is much, much more in store to come from you, Dana. So it's like we have these 3 books right now on the platform. If you are an author or you are a content creator, we encourage you to take one of Dana's workshops so you can see how she turns her content into this interactive, amazing experience. And Dana, as our chief officer of content and curriculum and voice, you're the mouthpiece of this business.
Big shot there.
Dana runs the Ready, Set, Teach program. So she helps you kind of like take your stuff from this to a live class. So Dana, you're amazing. I don't know what I'd do without you. You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, and anybody who's watching this, if you have any questions about how any of this is done, please feel free to contact me at Dana at finduniquelyu.com, whether it be about content or how to bring it to life or taking one of my workshops, or feel free to purchase one of my books. No pressure, but go for it.
We'll have all the links wherever this video resides. So yes.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Dana.